Welcome to the RNG test. The rules are as follows. I have to get the rarest drop from every monster in the game. I can only use items found on the ground and items from monsters I slay. I'll be unlocking certain abilities as hit milestones of monsters completed, and once an item's on the collection log, it is no longer required to get as a drop from other monsters. I'm starting at 32 quest points, so let's get right into it. Hey, hello everyone, and welcome to the episode. We're going to start this episode off by using those unicorn horns from last episode to get 12 herb lore. We made exactly 21 potions because, yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to make sure I save some of these for when I do eventually do Tower of Life, so I should have done that with the Eye of Newt, but that's a problem for me later in the future, and I just realized I can clean that. But with that level, I think I can clean Terramins as well. Yes, I can, so might be able to even squeeze out one more. But what you guys are really here for is, what the hell is a goblin guard and where can you find him? Well, he is the goblin that guards the jail cell during the observatory quest. Now, in order to do the observatory quest, we need 3 planks, bronze bars, a bronze bar, and some molten glass. Well, we have bronze bars, we have some planks, and we can always pick those up. As for molten glass, we need to take a trip over to Intrana. So let's go get that stuff there. As I'm walking down to Port Surim, I totally forgot that I planted these potatoes here, so let's get some farming levels. By which, of course, I meant exactly 1 farming level, because potatoes. We got 14 potatoes, so that's something, I guess. If you guys have seen any of my other videos, you know I am not a fan of farm runs whatsoever, so yeah, having a limited amount of seeds for now, this may take a while. But anyways, we're going to Intrana because if you don't know, there is seaweed that spawns on Intrana, as well as a sand pit and a glass blowing pipe. So if I wanted to, realistically, I could just stay here and grind out 99 crafting, and this may be one of my better methods for now, but not really. So let's get a glass blowing pipe and get to it. More importantly, I just found out that vials spawn on this counter here. I did not know that. That is actually insanely good for me in the future. Holy shit, how did I not know that? Well, there's my vial problem solved, annoyingly, but it'll work. So over here on the northwest corner of the island, there is just a bunch of seaweed spawns, and to be perfectly honest, I love this place. I love Intrana. I remember fond memories of 2001, 2002, just sitting here collecting the seaweed with 14 buckets of sand in my inventory, and just running back and forth. It's very nostalgic to pick up this seaweed for me. And I probably could have done it in a different spot, but like I said, nostalgia. Why we play this game. And this is where I'm getting my buckets. Yeah. Not the best place in the world. Let's go fill them up and then teleport right back here to get the molten glass. Actually, let's go to Intrana. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm literally right here. I'm very tired right now. And there's the molten glass. Let's get this quest done. I think I'm going to use some of it until I hit 20 crafting now, just so I can cut sapphires. Because, you know, it's a good level to have. And there we go. 20 crafting. Very nice. Alright, and here is our Goblin Guard, level 42. I'm going to finish the quest first, and then we will get to him. But as per usual, we will show the first kill. It may take a second, though. Alright, and there is our first kill completed for bones. Huzzah. But we're in. Alright, now we're going to view the telescope. There is a chance for an upgrade here if we get cancer, but it looks like we do not. It looks like we have got ourselves Aquarius. Unfortunate, but that's fine. It's, you know, 25 water runes, which we will still take. And that should be quest completed. Very good. Alright, we're going back at the Goblin Guard now. 1 and 128 for 4 items. Let's get them. And the first item we get is actually an easy clue. I will take that. Hopefully I can do it. And there's our single coin drop. And there is our Earth Talisman. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like this guy solely because of this stupid gate. The amount of times I have walked through this gate is just ridiculous. I'm just collecting sand quick on Enchana, and this leprechaun's in a really weird spot. Also, I spent a ton of time collecting buckets for sand, so yeah. But the poor little guy has to sit like behind a hill. Like you can't even see him unless you're at the right angle. It's poor little leprechaun. But here's my method for collecting sand, by the way. I just collect a full inventory of it, and then I run back to Port Sarim, and there's the deposit box literally right there. And then I just go back to the leprechaun, get more buckets, and repeat. And that's how I'm gonna get my sand. I only have about 100 seaweed right now, so I'm not really super pressed about it, but yeah. So there's literally the deposit box right here. So yeah, but I want to get 27 crafting so I can make the dueling rings and enchant them, because I am tired of waiting. Why did I get back on the boat? I am tired of waiting to go back to Castle Wars every time, because that's the fastest way to get to the goblin guards. And it's a really good bank teleport to have, and a good way to get to Alcarid if my home teleport is down. So yeah, traveling on this account has been very terrible so far, with 1 agility and no teleports really, aside from law runes, which I'm trying to save as many as I can, because I'd like to have law runes. So I figured getting the Rings of Dueling would be really helpful in the long run. And there is our 27 crafting, which means we can now make the emerald rings and enchant them. And we can't obviously mine or smith gold bars, but we can just telegrab them under Varrock West Bank, which is why I want to save as many law runes as possible, because we have tons of emeralds, but not many gold bars, but we do have a bunch of law runes. So each law rune this way is worth 8 teleports, so it's kind of more efficient, and yeah, limited areas, but totally worth it to me. All right, and here we are in the Varrock basement. We're just gonna telegrab this. I'm probably gonna get like 20 of them. Just save a couple emeralds to be safe, so in case I need them for something. I don't know what I'd need them for, but better safe than sorry. All right, and here are our first emerald rings on the account, which I will turn into Rings of Dueling. And there it is, the brass necklace, finally. 340 kills. I've killed this guard. A lot of world hopping. Yeah. Let's go get the next monster. But I almost forgot, we got some clues. Let's see what we get. Probably going to be nothing from those. That's our first red firelighter on the account. That's something, I guess. Nothing. Black plate body H3, that is a unique. We take those. Oh, the purple firelighter was too. And the blue wizard had G. Now we can be a wizard with some fashion. Very nice. Easy clues. There's not a ton of upgrades anymore for me. Actually, I take that back. I just realized these black plate legs are actually an upgrade for me. Making me eat my words, easy clues. I'll take it. I'm okay with that. Alright, next monster we're going for is the Chaos Druid. They have 5 drops that are 1-1-2-8. We'll switch over to this screen as usual. And they are the Nature Rune, 35 coins, the Bronze Longsword, the Snapegrass, and the Unholy Mold. Now, the reason I did the Goblin Guard and Observatory Quest is because they actually don't drop this until you've completed Observatory Quest. So, kind of a weird thing that I never really knew. But no clues from these guys, unfortunately, so let's just get right to it. Alright, and here we are at the Chaos Druids. I said to do the ones in Taverley Dungeon. They're all level 13 no matter where you go, but I don't know, these seem nostalgic to me, so yeah, we're gonna be training some ranged again, because I don't know, it just felt like the right thing to do. I still have green d'hide chaps that I can't wear because I'm 2 levels short, so ranged it is. Let's get it. And there's our Nature Rune drop. And there's the Snapegrass. Alright, that was 40 ranged. We can actually use our green d'hide chaps, so that's nice. Goal accomplished. And there's our Bronze Longsword, which is, you know, totally useful for us right now. And there's the unholy mold. Very nice. Alright, and we have once again used up all of our bronze bolts, bronze arrows, and iron arrows now. So, got all the way up to 43 range, so that's pretty good, but we're back to melee. The cheapest of all the combats. And there's the 35 coins. I was beginning to think that didn't exist. 431 kills. Quite a few. Let's go get the next monster. Alright, next up on the list is Barbarian level 15. I am going for these because they have an amulet mold drop, which is fantastic for me. If we look at the wiki, there's Iron Mace, Law Runes, Cooked Meat, Tin Ore, Amulet Mold, Beer, Bear Fur, Flyer, and an easy clue. So, quite a few drops, but we're really after that amulet mold. That's the one we need so we can actually get an amulet on the account. So let's get to it. Alright, so I have looked all over Barbarian Village, and the only level 15 Barbarian I'm actually seeing is this one here. So this is going to be the one we're killing. I guess there's only the one spawn of level 15. There's a bunch of level 17s, so this is going to be a little annoying, but not the end of the world. Let's just get the drops. 1 and 128, by the way, for literally all 9 items. And nothing off the bat. Unfortunate. There we go. Cast druids are gone. And he actually spawns inside the long hole in this tile right here. So I can just stand here and he can never escape. So it's kind of nice. So let the slaughter begin with a long spawn timer. And 3 kills in, we get the item that we came here for. That's great. Now I just need to get all of the other ones. Yay. And there's the beer. I just want to give a shout out to RNGTest. He's just been hanging out, chatting with me here about my YouTube channel and about this account. He's the first person I've ran into that really asked me about this account. So shout out to you, dude. Shout out to you. And there's our easy clue. 60 strength. And there's the cooked meat drop. And back to back into the tin ore. And there's our iron mace. I just realized I've gotten 2 law rune drops and 2 iron mace drops, and I forgot to mark off the iron mace. And I didn't even notice that I got the law runes and it was on the list. So that's there now. And there's the flyer. And there is the bear fur, which means our monster is completed in 297 KC. Let's go get the next one. But before we get the monster, of course, we have some caskets to open, so let's see what we get. Hey, we got a shoulder pair. Very nice. One of the best ones. And then some air runes. Now the easies. Nothing. Steel plate body G. Very nice. And nothing. But you know what? That's 2 uniques. I'm happy with that. Alright, we're going to train up our crafting level a little bit. I wanted to get to 31 before I do the next monster, because that way I can make an amulet of defense, which will be very, very beneficial for the grind. Because it's going to be a long one. So I will see you when I can make the amulet of defense. And we're actually going to just barely have enough to get the level we need. We are very close to 31 crafting, which is the requirement, and I'm stalling because 31 crafting. There we go. So now we can use this and make an emerald amulet unstrung. And go get some balls of wool from the bank, which we have 3 of from monsters. We did get those legitimately. I just got to remember where they are. There they are. So let's do that. And then let's do this. And there we go. That is our amulet of defense. Let's go get the new monster finally. Alright, our new monster is the Sour Hog. Now, if you actually look up the Sour Hog on the Slayer thing, there actually is no required level for it, so it's technically not a Slayer monster. I know you start a whole Slayer quest through it and all that stuff, but if you look at the Slayer skill tab, which I'll just switch over to right now, they don't actually show up on this list. So when I say Slayer in the future, it means this list here. They're not on this list, so we're going to kill some Sour Hogs. So we're going to go do Portion of Interest, and then we have got to get a curved bone, which is 1 in 5,013. I decided to do the Sour Hogs for this because it gives me the most utility, if that makes sense. If I went and did Hill Giants for it, that would stock me up a bunch of keys for Obar in the future, and essentially lose me a bunch of experience in the future, because if I do Sour Hogs now for a 1 in 5,000, and I do Hill Giants for a 1 in 5,000 for like the Champion Scroll or something, I can get Giants keys that way. Or if I do like Ice Giants for the Giant Champion Scroll, then I can still go for a long Hill Giant grind for Obor, if that makes sense. So let's just stop rambling, go do the quest. One other reason I decided to do Sour Hogs is they actually drop a bunch of Limprot roots, which will be great for Herblore in the future. But they also drop potatoes, cabbages, and cooking apples, which will be good for cooking experience in the future. Not that I really need it because I'm allowed to fish and cook freely, but it allows me access to certain pies as well in the future, since I'm only allowed to really fish for food. So if I need pies to boost for something, I can. It also gives me a bunch of runes, a bunch of steel arrows, and it also gives me a shield upgrade, which is the Adamant Kite Shield, which is going to be probably the biggest item I can get. They also drop easy clues, so I can do a bunch of easy clues. Words are hard. And yeah, so we're just going to go check this notice board wherever it is. I can never remember. There it is. And let's get this quest going. All right, and that's a portion of interest completed, which gives us 9 Slayer. Not that we are really using Slayer right now, but I'm going to go ahead and decline the new Slayer task because we're not doing Slayer. So level 9 Slayer, let's start the grind. All right, and here we are at the Sour Hogs. I don't think they're going to be aggressive to me anymore, since I'm, 69 combat. Oh, they should be aggressive. Well, I guess we'll find out. But gonna be a nice AFK-ish grind since I have so many hit points, and we're gonna get a ton of experience doing this. So really gonna shoot up these stats: 56 attack, 60 strength, 61 defense. Let's get these levels. And it seems like they are aggressive. Another good thing about doing this is they drop big bones, which is going to be fantastic for prayer experience, because I would like protect from melee sooner rather than later. And there's our Adamant Kite Shield upgrade at least, so that's definitely nice. I'll take a lot less damage here. That is a massive upgrade over the Bronze Square Shield, surprisingly. That's 40 prayer. So I just got a room bar, which is interesting, I guess. Guess it's not too bad. It's only 1 in 2.8k, so not quite curved bone rare, but yeah. Alright, I have a clue step in Taverley, so I'm actually going to take this crystal key I have, the only one I have, and go open the chest. Let's see what we get. Alright, clue step done. Let's see what we get from this crystal key. Gems. I guess we take that. So I'm realizing there's actually quite a few upgrades I can get from easy clues. Not a ton, and they're pretty rare, but I figure I may as well open these as I go, because I am taking still quite a bit of damage here, so 3 easy clues. Let's see what we get. I mean, that's a double unique, but not the items I'm looking for. Not quite. That's 60 attack, back to strength. Another easy clue. And nothing. Another casket. Another nothing. Well, that's not a drop I was expecting. 100 silver ore. That's actually the first silver ore on the account, I'm pretty sure. Maybe, maybe not. I've killed a lot of monsters at this point. Either way, first time I've gotten it on rare drop table. Another casket. Oh, the green fire lighters were new. Okay. I was really confused on what was new in that casket. Another casket. Hey, black trim. Oh, that was actually 3 uniques there. Lunar Isle and Purple Sweets. That's interesting. So I just looked up that silver ore drop. That's actually a 1 in 7,000 drop I got there. That's actually kind of ridiculous. Also, it's got a 67 nature rune drop. So another 1 in 4,000. There's really not much to record with this long of a grind, so I'm just gonna show you guys the super rare stuff, I guess, as well as the clues, obviously. And there's some adamant javelins, 1 in 7,000 as well. Forgot to record it, but we just hit 14 farming, which means we can now plant our Marentil seeds, which we are getting quite a few of from Sour Hogs. So, yeah, gonna plant those. Ooh, and while I have you here, there's a genie that I have no idea where to put. Probably on Herblore, because Herblore is going to be very hard to train on this account. So there you go. 20 Herblore can now clean Harrowlanders. So as some of you know, I have a baby coming soon. She's actually born now, but I am going to be very busy for a while. So in my AFK time, I will be plowing these fields over here to get 50% Fastidious Favor to make this farm plot protected. So I'm going to plant some potatoes here. As you can tell, I've been doing quite a bit of farming, currently up to 23 already, but I have some limpert seeds and I want them to 100% for sure grow. So yeah, going to be AFKing that pretty much. And yes, I will be going all the way to 50% favor by pushing the plow, because AFK. Yeah, decided to go all the way up to 100%, so there we go. That's 100%. Huzzah! Main reason I did this is just so I have a way to get to Hosidius fast for clues. Once I hit 34, I think it is, for Tithe Farm. Under special... Tithe Farm. There's a Tithe Farm. Yeah, once I hit 34 for Tithe Farm, I can actually unlock that teleport, which will be so much nicer than walking all the way to Port Sturm, taking the boat and walking down this way. So yeah, that's the main reason. But yeah, back to AFK farming for a while. Holy shit. Let me just remove the background here, and you can see I just found a rune battle axe in a mystery box. Which, I mean, it's not better than my, you know, scimitar, but it is better at crush, but it's slower. It's still cool, because I wasn't expecting that at all, but yeah, we have a rune battle axe on the account now, I guess. Well, it's not a curved bone, but we did get the long bone, which is actually our first one, and strangely dropped on a different tile for some reason than the regular loot. I don't know if that's a sour hog bug or what, but there's a longbow completed. So that frees up some monsters, which I kind of assumed I was going to get this. So I did go double the drop rate for this though, so that does not bode well for the curve bone. There's actually a very big level, 43 prayer. We can now actually use Protect from Melee, which is going to unlock a lot in the future. Another 1 in 7,000 drop, rune arrows. Alright, and we are completely out of food again, so we are going to fish some tuna till we can do lobsters, and then do lobsters probably to 43. That's when I can start doing big bass, which I kind of want to do if I can before I get more fishing experience, if that makes sense. I don't know how to word it better. I've kind of been thinking about the skills I want to be lamping. Hunter is good because it gets me implings, but realistically, I'm going to have to get Hunter anyway for implings. So I know I'm jumping ship on Hunter again, but I'm going to focus back on agility. Once I hit 15 agility, I can actually complete the barbarian fishing training. So I can actually get some agility experience while getting food, which would be really nice because, yeah, I hate agility with a passion. So we're going to start lamping agility for now. Again.
Nah, it's 40 fishing, time for lobsters.
Got a clue while fishing. Hey, a willow combo. I don't know if that's useful or not, but we have it. Alright, farm run completed, and we got 32 farming, and we are now 46 fishing, so hopefully this will be enough food. It's not a ton, but hopefully it'll be enough food for us to be able to do this task, this monster. And then we're probably going to go for the big bass. Another longbone.
Another easy clue.
Wow, that is bad. Oh look, another rune bar. Huzzah. Another 1 in 7,000, 45 death runes. There's 65 strength, time to switch to attack. Alright, so we've made a ton of strength potions with all the limperts and terramins that I've gotten. And I gotta say, collecting vials is one of my least favorite things. I'm happy there's 2 spawns. God, is it annoying. 1 in 4,600, rune 2-hander. Another casket. Hey, amulet magic trimmed, very nice. Another casket. Another unique, we take those. Hey, there's the curved bone. To be honest, I've been here so long I forgot I was going for a curved bone. 2,417 sour hogs killed, and we are done. Let's go get the new monster. Alright, next monster we're going for is the Cave Goblin Guard, level 24. Not enough run to put a level, but the reason we're doing this is because we are going to be going for easy clue items. So this is the first one we're going to be going for. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and call this the episode though. If you have enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe. We just passed 10,000 kills. Finally. So, I'm happy we spooned that, but also surprised at the same time.